Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. We've got a great show lined up today, a lot of fun stuff to talk about. And if you want to know what's going on in the Grand Strand, PD area, North Carolina, we're going to tell you all about it today. So just hang on. First off, let's find out about the weather, because I know everybody wants to know what's going on.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon now. Temperatures are in the 60s. 63 Conway, 64 Carolina Forest, 60 down there in Murrells Inlet, and 63 in Georgetown. 60s as well across the PD, 59 there in Hartsville, Cheraw, and Rockingham. A rather mild start to the day, which is the last day of 2018. We're still dealing with fog. In fact, visibility concerns back out through Hartsville and Cheraw. Still pretty dense fog. Remember, when you see these numbers reach 2 miles or lower, that's when we begin to talk about visibility concerns. And despite the dense fog advisories now being lifted, we're still dealing with that fog throughout the remainder of today. Live Doppler 15,000, lots of moisture out there, but no lifting mechanisms. The lift is actually pretty meager today. You need some sort of lift to lift up that moist air to condense it into a cloud, and eventually the rain will form. We do have a pesky area of high pressure, actually strong, very, very strong for this time of the year. This strength of this high, typically something you find in early fall to late spring kind of time frame. So this is an abnormally strong high. It's not budging, and because that's not budging, the jet stream's not moving. Because the jet's not moving, our upper level low out west is not moving. Today, though, a big shield of rain from Pennsylvania and New York City, where 1 billion people will watch the ball fall later on today on TV, all the way back out through Chi-Town, the Motor City, back out through Minneapolis, St. Paul, a nice little snowstorm, 4 to 7 inches there. Here's the thing, though. Because this high is not moving, nothing out west or upstream is moving. So over the next couple of days, we're going to have these overcast skies, this fog, this isolated rain shot, 20–30% chance. But after Wednesday, that high begins to move. That allows the jet to move towards the east coast, the upper level low to move towards the east coast, and it opens up the moisture for a rather rainy day Thursday and Friday. Once that low begins to pull away, then our rain chances subside. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday, very similar. Cloudy, foggy, isolated rain shower chance. Thursday and Friday, the big rain days there. Happy New Year to everybody. If you're going out, great start. Remember last year, New Year's Day, absolutely bitter. We had high temperatures struggling to reach the freezing mark. Not tomorrow. 75 inland, 72 at the coastline. We're only dipping by about 5 degrees for your overnight lows from today's daytime highs. So it's going to be a nice New Year's Eve. Here is our forecast. Cloudy, foggy, rainy over the next 5 days. The first weekend of 2019 looking A-OK. Yes, we take a dip in our temperatures, but every number on the board, from our highs to our lows, above average. So we will see a dip in the temperatures by the weekend, Cecil, but these numbers still well above average as we start 2019.
Have a beautiful weekend. All right, I want to talk about something before we get started. I want to talk about my clothing store. It's right over there in Conway, South Carolina. It's the Haberdashery. And right now, winter's here, and the Haberdashery is ready with new quarter zips from Johnny O, Southern Tide, and Southern Point. They have new patterns in long sleeve button-down shirts, and this year will be a year for corduroy slacks in colors to match. Haberdashery also has some great-looking sports coats and suits. White and dark chocolate are going to be some of the hottest colors this year. Haberdashery is open from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays from 9 until 5. They also do free custom gift wrapping for all of your birthday gifts, anniversaries, or whatever you need to do. The Haberdashery, right there in Conway, a great place to make your guy look better. All right, I want to mention something now for all you car club people and car owners. On New Year's Day, all car clubs and members will meet at 11 o'clock now, listen to this, at Crabtree Lane at the Culinary School parking lot in Market Common. Then at 12, we will cruise down Ocean Boulevard. Now, this has been going on for 20 years, and we want everybody to come out that's an old car buff that has an old car or something, want to be in the parade, they can do that. All right, let's find out a little bit about today. Today is Monday, December 31st, the last day of the month, and it's National Champagne Day, and it's also get a designated driver for New Year's. Great idea. Birthdays today, let's go back to 1937. We're talking about Anthony Hopkins. He's 81 years old, won an Academy Award for The Silence of the Lambs. Also, The Mask of Zorro. Let's see, the movies Nixon and Thor he was in. Listen to this. Richard Burton encouraged him to become an actor. In 1943, Ben Kingsley, 75 years old. He won an Academy Award for Gandhi, and he was also in Iron Man, Night at the Museum, and The Sands of Time. 1959, Val Kilmer. He's 59 years old, and in 1995, Batman, and Heat, Top Gun, Tombstone, and listen to this. He played Jim Morrison in The Doors. All right, let's find out a little bit more about today. Today, Elvis Presley performed for 60,000 fans in the Silverdome in Michigan. He set a world record, earning $800,000 for a single concert by a single artist. Now, that was in 1975. Think how much they make today. 1985, Ricky Nelson and 6 others died in an airplane crash near Texas. Fire had broke out in the plane and it crashed. From the Know It All department, where you learn something every day. You ready? The creature that kills the most people every year. It's not snakes, sharks, even humans. You know what it is? Mosquitoes. Can you believe that? How about that? All right, that's from the Know It All department today. We got a great show lined up, some fun stuff. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Go back in internet time using this free tool. Check it out after our advertiser. If you ever want to go back in time and view historical web content, use the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine is a free internet archive site that keeps a record of millions of websites dating back to 1996. To use the Wayback Machine, visit archive.org. Enter the website name, year, day, and time of the archive. You'll see what was on the website on that date. You can see what was featured on popular websites on your birthday in years past, or look up past events. It also helps authors with copyright protections. Journalists use the system for research. It's like having a stack of old magazines at your fingertips. I'm Francie Black. For more great tips, visit techtangotoday.com.
All right, we're down in St. Christopher Children's. It's a nonprofit, Georgetown County, that serves children. We're going to find out a little bit more about it now. I've got Kathy and Jane with me. Now, Kathy, let's talk about St. Christopher's Children. What's that all about?
Well, St. Christopher's was established back in 2007, and we provide immediate needs of clothing and orthodontic care for the children in Georgetown County. We work through the school nurses, so we actually work through the 20 Georgetown County schools, and we get clothing for the kids, brand new clothing. We have a volunteer shopping network, and they go ahead and, you know, get the clothing to the kids. And these are kids that you would think would have new clothing, especially after Christmas, back to school. But they're coming to school in flip-flops when it's the winter, or their clothes that are too big or just too small, have holes. So we never meet the children, but we do have the shoppers, and they bring the clothing. And then we also provide orthodontic care to those critical cases that have severe deformities that actually affect their self-esteem with school. So this year, in 2018 thus far, we've helped over 250 children in Georgetown County that would otherwise have not had clothing to go to school.
This is a sad situation, and you were getting to see more and more of them in this country every day. All right, now, Jane, you know, you're talking about new clothes. How do y'all come up with the new clothes? How do y'all do that?
As Kathy said, we work with Walmart. We have a voucher system. The nurse faxes in the order. We don't know who the children are. We just get sizes, gender, ethnicity for demographic purposes. And then our shoppers go out, buy what's on the list, drop it off to the school nurse, and she delivers it to the child.
And so we've got, y'all helped, how many you said last year?
250 children total between orthodontics and clothing, but just last month, in the month of December, we helped over 70 kids. So our shoppers were very busy up until when school got out right before Christmas.
All right, talking about orthodontic help now. Who does all that? Who provides all that for you?
All right, so the
Give 'em a plug.
orthodontic help is provided by Dr. Pence. He does the orthodontics at a discounted rate. For us. We still have to pay.
Right.
But our retired orthodontist, Dr. Martin Rosal, he goes to the school and he evaluates the children, and then they go on a waiting list based on severity of the case.
Right.
So right now, we really could use your help. We have over 50 kids on the waiting list.
So we need some money.
We need some money because we can only afford to do 1 to 2 children a month.
All right, there's the website right there that they can go to and make a pledge and learn more about this. Right?
Yes, they can go to stchristopherschildren.org. They can call us at 843-235-8002. And we do have some fundraising events coming up that Jane can speak to.
All right. Well, we'll get back and do some more on this a little later, but check that website out, okay? Kathy, Jane, thank y'all so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We got
Happy
more
New
coming
Year.
up. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, this is New Year's Eve, and there'll be a lot of people going to parties tonight, and a lot of people will be drinking. And the bad part about it, some of them will drive, causing accidents and deaths. And the Highway Patrol will be out in full force. Sonny Collins is with us now, and you know, this is a bad time of the year.
Well, you know, it's a celebration time. Everybody's ready to get rid of one year, ring in the new year. So if this is one night that we know a lot of people will be out celebrating, this is it. So that's why we've got to be out as well, because you know, people are out there making bad decisions.
They are. Now y'all will be out in full swing tonight.
Yeah, we will. Every trooper's out working this holiday time, really making tonight the big deal. And you know, as we go through these road checks, you'll see we'll be out there tonight, because you know, if you're driving, you get going a little bit too fast, that's a mistake.
Yep.
But if you're going to go somewhere and celebrate the new year and drink too much and then go get in a car, that's a decision. So we want to make sure that people are making the right decision. And you know, there's just so many ways you can get home now. You got Uber and ride shares, and you know, even the days of calling a taxi, those are still there, but look at all the other options you have. So if you are going somewhere, you're making plans, then let's go ahead and make that extra plan on how you're going to get back home tonight. So we want you to get back home safe, because we're going to be out there, and I can assure you, you would rather get home than go home with us tonight. Yeah,
because if you're out there drinking, you're going to get caught. That's the thing about it. You're going to get caught.
It is, and you know, as we change the calendar over, what we typically see, people actually look out for tonight, because they understand everybody's going to be out looking for impaired drivers. It's the next weekend. We need to keep this going, because sometimes it's the weekend after the holiday that we see the biggest problems. So let's make a New Year's resolution, good decisions, and no getting behind the wheel after drinking.
You got that right. And then a lot of bars also will call you a cab for you, and a lot of them will, you know, provide that for you.
Yeah, tell your bartender. Exactly.
That's it. Thanks, son. I appreciate you being here, buddy.
My pleasure.
Have a good holiday.
Yes, sir. You too.
You got it. All right, more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And we're talking about the Myrtle Beach Seahawks now. Let me tell you, they've won their 8th 4A championship in the school's history. Now, this is the 3rd championship for Coach Mickey Wilson. I mean, I've got to ask you the question, Mickey. Is it the coaching or the player?
Well, we're very fortunate. We've got a great group of players at Myrtle Beach High School, and Myrtle Beach is just it's a football community, and we got a great group of coaches, assistant coaches, all the way up from the rec league into our JV program, into our varsity program. So we've been very fortunate, and we've been fortunate to win the state championship this year.
I know it. All right, now coming back, you going to have a young team, or you're going to lose a lot of seniors, or what's the deal for next year?
Definitely be a rebuilding year.
Really?
Yeah, we lost a lot of seniors, a lot of good football players, guys that are going on to play college football, and you know, we're excited about next year and getting going. We've had a little break here, so that's been nice. And but as soon as we get back to school next week or this week, we'll get started for next season.
When you're talking about Myrtle Beach is a football, believe me, they are. And you know, it's just unbelievable, the people that love football, even when they don't have kids in school anymore, they go to the games.
Well, you know, Doug Shaw back in the 70s and 80s started a great football tradition at Myrtle Beach High School, and you know, it's just a football town. They love football. The rec department is great, and we see those kids. The rec department is actually right beside our school, which is neat. So we see those kids from when they're little to coming up, and so it's great to see that. And you know, it's just great to win the championship, and our guys did a great job this year, and just excited to be a part of it.
All right, checking out the JV team, how they looking? You going to have some come up this year from the JV?
Absolutely. You know, we always like to look at those young guys as they come along, and we'll be excited about next season. We got Luke Doty coming back as our quarterback, who signed our verbally committed to University of South Carolina, so we're excited about him. He'll be our leader next year, and just hopefully we try to get another one. You're going to put it together. You do a great job, Mickey. Now, how long have you been at Myrtle Beach High School? I started there in 2001 as an assistant coach.
Did you?
And became the head coach in 2009. So I've been there a long time, getting old. All right, so you really love this area. You're not looking at moving anywhere, are you? Not right now. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy being here, and my family's from here, and you know, so it's a great area to be in, and love Myrtle Beach High School. All right, well, 8 championships, pretty good, and your 3rd championship. That's very good. So congratulations to you and the guys, and we just appreciate you doing what you do, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep it up. I'm looking for a good team next year. Now, you can rebuild them, right? Yes, sir. We'll do it. We'll try it. I know you will. Thanks, Mick. Thank you for having us. All right, more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, we're talking about a nonprofit group, the Rivertown Bluegrass Society. They have a concert about once a month in the Horry Georgetown Technical College Auditorium. And we're going to talk a little about that today. Roger's with us now. Roger, let's talk a little bit about the Rivertown Bluegrass Society. What's that about?
Well, Rivertown Bluegrass Society, Cecil, is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. Our mission is we are dedicated to the preservation of traditional bluegrass music. And we put on a bluegrass concert the second Saturday of every month over at Horry Georgetown Technical College. There in the Burroughs and Chapin Auditorium. Yeah. And we just have a lot of fun. We, the first 90 minutes of our show is all built up of kind of like an open mic thing. But anybody wants to sing or play a bluegrass instrument, they'll come and we'll put a bluegrass band behind them and let them pick a bluegrass song for the first hour and a half. Then we have a feature band come on the second half of the evening. We have an intermission in between. We serve food over there. We have a great time, have a lot of fun. If you pick or sing, come on over, and we'd love to have you.
All right, now how do you raise your money for the
Well,
group?
we primarily from selling tickets to the show.
Yeah, okay, to the
and then occasionally we have a chicken bog or something like that, and then we get some donations as well, and we do a 50-50 raffle, cake raffle tickets and things like that. But that's the way we do it primarily. We hope we can sell enough tickets. One of the reasons we're here is see if we can sell some more tickets.
That's right. Now, when's your next event?
Our next event's going to be the 12th of January. We've got a great band coming down from Charlotte, a band called Charlottetown Charlottetown Collective.
There you go.
But they do a great job. They've been with us a few times before. And then we've got a local band that acts as our house band that plays with anybody that wants to come and sing. It's a band called Ainertown Bluegrass Band. And they are from over in the Conway, Ainer area, a bunch of really young guys. And they are just incredible. They've got a great banjo player named Blake Marlowe, who's one of the best young banjo players in the country.
Wow.
They've got a great singer with Hunter Johnson.
Right.
And we have a great time, a great fiddle player named Nick Barton from over in Ainer as well, and he just does a great job. We have a lot of fun. We do jamming and everything like that. So.
Coming up the 12th, go on out there and check it out, and if you want to pick a little bit and grin a little bit with them, they'll let you do it.
We'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. More coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Hollywood!
It's Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
All right, and welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Amanda's still under the weather a little bit, so hopefully she'll be back on Wednesday. Tomorrow's a holiday, and I hope everybody has a safe New Year's Day, okay? And be back Wednesday because we got a lot more coming up. Don't forget, tell a friend about this show, just one, and we'll cover everything that's going on in this area, and they'll learn everything they want to know just by watching this show. I ain't kidding. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. All right, have a good day. Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. Hope you had a good New Year's. Coming up today on Carolina and Company Live, we will be talking about the Movable Feast event. And the Grand Strand Humane Society is here with Pet of the Day. And McLeod's Mammogram Mobile will be traveling around offering free mammograms. And we're also talking about raising money for the Miracle League. And son of a gun. I didn't know they were running together. I thought you had